All right. Welcome to the Jim of All Trades channel. Glad you guys are with me. I'm going to go live here. And my friends in the United States are probably sleeping right now. However, my friends all over the world are not. And I realize that I've got people all over the world trading Bitcoin. And I happen to be up right now because the market is doing some stuff. And want to tell you what I'm seeing so you guys can be careful and watch out. So if you're awake and you want to get some information, I'd be glad to share it with you right now. I'm going to try to find you just in case there's a chat. Other than that, I'm just going to upload this so people can see it. There we go. Found it. There we go. All right. Good morning, man. How's it going? What's up, Dean? We've already been talking about this, brother. I just thought I'd share it with anybody else that might be interested. There's a lot of, I think it's looking pretty bullish. Excuse me, pretty bearish right now. At least a lot more downside to come that I can see. So I wanted to kind of share it and do it via live rather than a video, and that way you can ask questions, and then anybody else that wakes up and sees this, you guys can benefit from it. So 8 p.m. in Aussie, awesome. Well, hey, I've got a lot of Aussie friends here. Dean's from Australia, and he's there, and Max is, and so Craig, good to know that you're in Australia. I didn't realize that. It's awesome. All right, so I don't think Bitcoin is as bullish as it appears. I know everybody's kind of waiting for a pullback to get in because they probably think this is like a wave 4. That's what we believed in the group as well, and we were waiting for it and had a trade set up for it. Problem is, it's just I don't think so. I want to show you what I'm seeing, and then you guys can make your decisions, okay? So just kind of, I'll jump in and let you guys kind of just see what's going on. I see that there's 10 of you here, and sounds good. I'm assuming so. All right, what we've got here, obviously we got this little double bottom right here, and then we got this like little straight up gig right there, right? So I just want you to take a peek at that shape right there, just because a lot of times market, rather than the count, we just look at the shape, okay? You can kind of see that there, and then we just come back and we almost make a double bottom, not quite, but look at the shape of this wave again, okay? Is it a possibility that from this point, we let me kind of get this off the screen there. There we go. I'm gonna get my alerts off of here. That's why I'm awake. These things went off on me. Sorry guys, I'm just cleaning up the chart just a hair. Okay. Is it possible that we are just gonna do that again, just like that? Just gonna keep on trudging and form some kind of triangular pattern here, just oscillating in this range right here rather than go up to those targets there. This is, in my view, a 4 wave, okay? A 4th wave of the macro count, okay? Hey, good morning from England. All right, glad you're here, Oak Hearts. Welcome. So in my macro count here, I'm still looking for, you see these targets down here, still got some targets down here we're looking for, okay? This is, in the grand scheme of things, WXY. Where is my WXY here? WXY. All right, now generally a WXY gets us about a one-to-one correspondence. Wow, Lisbon, awesome. I'm just kind of we get a one-to-one extension here, and that's why I've had this $7,500 target here for a long time. If you've been watching my channel, I've been calling for $7,500 for quite a while. We're trying to trudge on down here and just haven't made it yet, guys. Just have not made it. We're just doing this 4-wave deal. I mean, look, I mean, just it's what corrections are, guys. There's very little impulse and then sideways, impulse, sideways, impulse, sideways, and what the impulse does is it reinvigorates the market. so that the buying and selling can begin again. So this little impulse right here invigorates the market, and then they just kind of, people are looking to buy, and then they're selling into your buys. Okay, and then it's a slow systematic sell by the market makers. You got to understand that. And finally, when they've sold all they want, they'll sell their final bit that they want to sell really quickly to drive the market down. This reinvigorates sellers, right? And then they continue the sell off, or they can take it back up to the next level, sell off some more. So that's kind of what's going on. That's what the market makers do. That's their tricks. So you got to realize that when you see these big candles, don't be thinking about getting into the market when you see that. You wait for pullbacks and then confirmation of another move to the upside, because basically once that's done, you've missed it. You've already missed the move. That's what Elliott wave does for you. It kind of helps you anticipate the move rather than yeah, I saw that, Dean. Yeah, that it just helps you anticipate the move even more. So you need to learn Elliott wave. That's what I prefer about it. Most other market channels, they're going to say, well, we got a support zone here. Here, let me show you. This is what other channels do. Well, we got a support zone here, or a resistance zone, and so if we come back up here, maybe we got this. Watch this level, and if we come down here, we got this thing here. So watch down here, and I do some of that, right? But then what do I do? What do we do? What does Elliott wave tell you? Let's look at the waves and say, okay, is there any directional bias with the waves? Now, we're not just going to look for a close above a candle or anything like that, because we know that candles can go up and they can go right back down immediately. We don't look at volume much, because volume comes in when it wants to come in, and it leaves when it wants to leave. So the market makers do what they want to do. You guys got to realize what you're dealing with here. So anyway, that's my take on the market. That's the way I operate. Those are presuppositions on my part that I operate on when I'm trading this market. So anyway, I'm just saying that we got a bit of a fractal right here. This wave. Let's just go back to the 15-minute chart. Okay, so you can see the wave, this shape here, and it's following this trend line. You can see how it bounced straight off of that line, so my question is, are we getting rejection? So why am I doing this live stream? Well, because this is a scenario I didn't consider, number one, and I'm just trying to take care of you guys. I'm thinking out loud with you. I'm thinking about myself and how I'm trading it as well, and you guys probably don't know Elliott like I do, and I'm just going to share what I know with you. So if it benefits you, great. So let's zoom in here and say, okay, what is the nature of this wave, and what should we expect? Now, if this was an impulse, okay, if this was an impulse to the upside, we would expect, from an Elliott wave perspective, a three-wave move down from there. Okay, that's what we would expect. Yeah, sell dash. If it jumped up 20%, take your profit. That's my take on it. Not financial advice. That's what I'd be doing. Just saying. I haven't even looked at the dash chart. Don't have to look at the dash chart. Jumped up 20%, take your profit. Because Bitcoin's about to take a dive, in my opinion. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm not sure that Bitcoin's going to take a dive, but it's looking a lot like it. Anyway, we would expect a three-wave move like that. That three-wave move should be something like a 5-3-5, or a flat correction, which is a 3-3-5, three waves, and then 5 waves. And so there's all kinds of different corrections. We could get a WXY, which is a 3-3-3. So you can get all kinds of shapes here, okay? But we would see a 1 wave, then a 2 wave, and then we would be going up from there, right? So because we know what to expect after a 5-wave impulse, what are we getting now after this impulse? Now the question is 5 waves complete? And then what are we getting here? So those are the two questions. Number one, I have a problem with this being an impulse in a lot of ways. Number one, right here, this first move is 3 waves right here. So I know one guy that said that basically this is just a truncated fifth wave right here, and then the count begins right here. That's not my take on it. My take is that this is part of the move. But when somebody listen, with just anybody looking at that wave, how would you count it? Just looking at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's done. Okay, that's how most people would look at it. And then we've got this move coming down beyond this 4 range, and so it does look complete, but is it an impulse wave? Not from my view. This wave right here is very impulsive, no doubt about it, but this is corrective because it begins with a 3-wave move and it ends with a 3-wave move. Again, it's what I would consider maybe a failed wave or something like that. But all right, so let's see what we have here. Let's just jump in and analyze this wave. Share what I've been sharing in the Telegram group in the last several hours here. So first off, you can see my count here. Looks like we've begun with a beginning diagonal. I'm not certain about that. There's another potential for that, but it looks, it's a 1 wave of some kind, I believe. Okay, followed by a 2 wave, and I expect a 3 wave to come. And so the way we check and see where the 3 wave should come is we put the Fibonacci extension on it. Okay, and you can see the 1618 right here. We've come right down to the 1618 of this first move. Okay, so it's kind of let's see if I got the fibs right. I can't see with all my drawings on the screen. There's the fib right there. There, everything's on the tick now. Okay. So we did come down to the 1618. So this could be a 3 wave. My problem here came to the 1618. We actually wicked past it. My problem here is that if this is the 3rd wave, I need 5 waves. Okay, and so I want to see those waves measure impulsively and count impulsively. So let's see what we've got. 1. We got 1, 2. We didn't make it down here to the 1618 for like an impulse. So I'm like, I need another wave down here. Okay, so really the 3 wave doesn't look complete to me. We are getting a rejection off of this level here. Got a bit of a double bottom. That is a 5-wave ending diagonal or something like that. Diagonal wave to the bottom. That is the 5th wave, but let me just show you what I'm seeing here. Could be a 3 wave as well. Okay, we've reached the 1276. We've got a reversal off of it. If it continues up here to the 1618, then we have to reconsider what we're looking at here. But let's just keep watching here. Let's see, what else do we have that we can look at? How else can we look at this? So yeah, my difficulty here, and again, I'm not here to tell you what I know is happening. I'm actually just here to tell you what I'm seeing and what the difficulty of this wave count is. When I throw the fibs on this move right here, didn't make the 1618. That's a 1, 2. Looking for a 3. Didn't get it. So it didn't look like it's a finished 3, but right here I've got a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This to me is like a 4 wave of this 3rd wave. Wish there was a way I can turn off my guys. If I'm live streaming, don't message me. It's going to pop up on the screen. Yeah, so let's see here. This can come all the way up to the 1618 if and as long as it stops short of it. We're bouncing right now on the 1276, but it's such a strong move to the upside. I'm not convinced it's going to stop there, but let's wait and see what the market does there. But anyway, so yeah, my difficulty is the way this is measuring, the way it's shaped, the way it looks. There's a lot of things I just don't like about it. The only thing I do like about it is that this came right to the 1618 and stopped. But again, I think it's a false stop. I think we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to get a fifth wave down for the third wave, and that would put us basically, again, if this continues going up, we'll have to reconsider. But this is what I'm looking at right now. So here's the 2618 down here, looking to finish this third wave at the 2618 potentially. So a way to subcount this maybe right now would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, if it continues to go up too much more, then we're going to have to reconsider that count. But that might be a way to think about that wave, and then that would be a third wave. This is like an impulse. That being said, I'm not even, no, nothing's ever for certain, guys, and I'm just doing my best to interpret these waves with the skills that I have. That's the difficulty of this. So yeah, this is looking kind of more like an impulse wave rather than a corrective wave. If it's a corrective wave, then the only other way I can interpret it is I've got a 535 right here. It's a diagonal and a diagonal. Okay, and so if I measure those, you can see how this one came to the one-to-one extension. Okay, so if I bring my tool down here, and this is just a really truncated next wave, 1, 2, 3, and we came to the one-to-one extension. The only other way I can think about interpreting that is a WXY, but that I don't see 3 waves here. I see 5 waves, unless that's A, B, 1, 2. Yeah, that could be 3 waves, but let me throw the measurements on that. So again, just digging into what this could be, guys. Is this a WXY? Came to the one-to-one extension, so that fits a nice rule. This looks like 3 waves. That's 1-to-1, 3 waves, and then I need 3 waves here in this Y. Do we have 3 waves there? No, that's not 3 waves. That's kind of impulsive. This is like an impulse wave, guys. If this wave right here breaks this level right there, this is not a 4 wave. This is something else. And that looks straight up, and it's measuring to the 1618, I'll bet right now. It just tagged the 1618, just tagged it, wicked through it. That's counting that move, but this looks like some kind of ending wave. Go down to the 1 minute, look at that a little bit more carefully. You can see I've got this channel, expanding channel. This didn't quite make the 1618 there, but that's 1, 2, 3. Really, really tough to look at that wave, guys. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Let's look at that and see what that does. Sideways. 1, 2, 7, 6 right there. If you get a rejection here, this is the ABC right here. This was the end of the last wave. This is an ABC, and it's going to go down if you get a rejection here. If we break this yellow line, this isn't a 4 wave. So right now I'm counting this as the 4th wave of this move here. 1, 2, 3, right there. 4, 5. I don't like that. It's just a hypothesis right now while the market is being made. Just happened to be up. Just happened to be up, and I thought I'd bless my friends across the world rather than my U.S. friends. So, oh man, is that just an ABC? Just three-wave ABC. Three, three. So the problem is a 335 is generally a flat correction. Um, 335, and so there it's a flat. If you don't have a flat, then you generally have to have a 535 as a zigzag. Very impulsive wave right there. Not yet. Not impulsive yet. When it hits the 1618, we call it an impulse. This thing is just nothing. It's a harmonic. I don't know harmonics. That's not me. I do not interpret the market with harmonics. I don't understand. Haven't studied them. Don't know it. This is what one of those W things there. This is just the fifth wave of this wave to me, the way I look at it. So anyway, guys, that's the difficulty with this wave right now. The best I've got for you, and the problem I have with it is this is a WXY, but the problem I have is that if it continues up, I don't know how to interpret that as a WXY because this isn't three waves. This is five waves or something. It just doesn't measure right. So that's the difficulty here, guys. But listen, again, looking back at the fractal. Looking back at the fractal here, we might be getting rejection here. We might be going up for one more tag to the high. You know, I just can't be certain. I cannot be certain. But I wanted to share what I was thinking, what I was looking at, what I was watching. Let's see here. If this continues to reject, I'll feel good about it. If it doesn't reject, I'm going to be like, what in the world? Let's just watch it for a minute. I'll take a peek at Litecoin. What's Litecoin doing here? Guys, I watched the 1 minute and the 2 minute chart, not because I trade off of it necessarily, though you can. I really just I try to see if there's any evidence, anything in here that kind of helps me get a bias for what the market might be doing. This came short of the 1618. 1, 2, 3. If it keeps rejecting, that'll be a corrective wave. Still rejecting there, but holding at the same time. Let's look at Ethereum, see if there's any clearer count on Ethereum. See, now this didn't break the low, okay? And we're getting good rejection here. Sometimes I really like Ethereum because it's just clearer. Tagged the 161 and rejected. That's 3 waves. This is like well, I don't know. Let's see what we get here, but it looks kind of like a leading diagonal, guys. That looks like a wave. Right here, see that? Whenever you see like a wedge in the A position or the 1 position, that's a leading diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. So if you see 5 waves in here in a diagonal shape, then I just lost my phone, guys. My phone just died. So the chat, I'll have to go back to the live stream channel just to see the chat. So you can keep chatting, but let's we're not getting any rejection here yet. I'd like to see some rejection. No rejection yet. We got a hop there. No rejection yet. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Unless we get a big candle to the downside, I don't know. While we're waiting on a move, let's look at. Somebody asked me about. Was it Dogecoin? What was it? What was the? Can't find it. There it is. Dash. Okay. Whoa, that's crazy. Look at these spikes. I'd see those and I would not trade Dash. Just would not even trade it. One to one extension. Looks like a WXY. WXY. Kind of a flat. That's what it looks like. Bitcoin's just a holding, ain't it? Yep. What are you guys saying? Anything? Guys, what I'm doing here is I'm just trying to analyze the wave for you, just kind of give you some directional bias here and what's going on. But this could be like a 5-wave move to the downside. My count right now is something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 4 of the 3. Now, if it breaks this plane, actually, this is the 4 of the 3 of the 3 in my count right now. So, I just don't like that at all. They're making it hard on us, guys. No doubt about it. Making it hard on us. Oh, why am I doing that? I got a chart right there. Came to the 786 and bounced. Could be a 4-wave. Looks like Bitcoin. Nope, it's going down, not up. Is that some kind of 4-wave right there, guys? Or is that just the end and it's just getting ready to tank? Fall off the cliff right here. Here it goes. Here it goes. Boom. 1276 rejection there. Now, what I would do here now, as this wave is being made, I know we got a rejection off the 1276, and so as this wave is being made, I'll put the fibs on that, and we'll see what the nature of that wave is. If it comes down here to the 1618, this is an impulse, and so this, what that means, and this is the benefit of Elliott wave, guys, I can actually know what wave is going to happen. So if this gets down to the 1618, that's a 3-wave, 4, 5. It's going to be 5 waves. We're going to get a correction, and then we're going down more. Okay. So see how impulsive this is to the downside? It's just very clear. So we're going to get 5 waves. So this is going to turn into 5 waves. We're going to get a 3-wave pullback, and then we're going to get 5 more waves. So this is why you guys have to learn Elliott wave, guys, because this is the way the market moves. Okay, it'll do that. Okay, except this next wave is going to be deeper. It's going to go down. So that's my take on it. I think this is just a run straight up. We'll have to wait and see. Could be wrong. The interpreter, Elliott wave is subjective. It's subjective. It's subjected to my ability to understand what's happening, and the market maker's ability to conceal what's happening. Keep you guessing. So yeah, Elliott wave is subjective, but that doesn't mean it's a bad tool. Some people say that all the time. How we doing? So any clues on ETH? Gaurav Gupta. Yes. Basically, what I do is I watch Bitcoin to know where Litecoin and Ethereum are going. Okay. But that being said, I'll analyze the wave for you a little bit and see where we're headed. See, that's it's kind of a leading diagonal kind of deal there. It's not a diagonal, but it's just I don't know how to interpret that wave. This is a really hard one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Extended fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or this is the fourth of the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Didn't quite make it. I don't know how to interpret that. Okay, we got an impulse here, guys. I mean, it's confirmed now. Once you get the candle closing beyond that and staying, a good, not just a rejection off of it, but a push through it, that's a good confirmation of an impulse. So this is going to turn into 5 waves, pretty certainly. Certain as anybody can be, right? Looks like an ABC. See how this one didn't, it almost made it up to the 1618, but it didn't quite make it. Okay, that's a corrective shape. That is a correction going down. So Ethereum's got more down to go. Now what that is exactly, it's hard to tell. Is that 1, 2, and then 3? I don't know. So it's not as clear in some places. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let me zoom back out now. So I kind of think we're coming down, guys, in 5 waves. Now, what happens after this? If I listen, guys, I don't know if this is right. This is what I'm looking at, and I'll leave that on my chart. And when it's invalidated, I take it off, and we look for the next thing, right? So we're always trying to look at different scenarios. So if this comes down in 5 waves, here's what to expect. What to expect? We got 5 waves down. You're going to get a 3-wave pullback after that. Now, I don't know how big it'll be. Generally, it comes to about 50% of that wave. Let me change colors so we can see a little bit better. Go to red there. Okay, so we're going to get a 3-wave pullback, right? And it generally will come to about a 50% to 60% of this wave. So we're going to get a pullback. And then once that's done, should get another 5-wave impulse after that. And that would be a 5-3-5. That's if I'm interpreting everything right. That's if this is in a 5-wave impulse, okay? But it would make a lot of sense for the market makers just to take back all that they gave you yesterday, because there are still people looking to get in long. There are people looking for longs. In fact, there are people all over the world right now looking to try to get in. Oh, this is a pullback. Let's buy it, right? And so what happened? What happened right here when this shot up right there? Oh, it's a reversal. It's a reversal. It's going up. I mean, it might be, but it's not looking like it. Maybe it is. It's jumping up. So, not a, yeah, wow. See how we kind of came. So an Elliott wave rule is this on an impulse wave. So this is going to be invalidated as an impulse if this line is broken. So if that's a 3 and this is 4 and this is 5, this right here cannot be broken. Right there. So if this line right here, if this wave comes past, then this was a corrective wave, not impulsive. But sometimes we allow wicks. There's different people that have different opinions about the wick there. But basically, as long as this rejects and continues down, you get a 5-wave impulse. But if this goes up from here, then that invalidates this as being a 5-wave. And so that's also the things you have to understand when you do an Elliott wave. You do the measurements and you say, okay, this is what it looks like. But at the end of the day, the rules. Now, I guess there's one more thing I could have. Actually, there's another way to look at this, guys. Sorry. See that little thing right there? See that? I'll have to wait and see. But let me just show you what I'm looking at. My voice is shot. Look at that. That's interesting. Is this one? That's why this market is so hard, guys. 1, 2. Is that 3 and 4 right there? And then 5, and that's an impulse wave. And so this is like a 2-wave, and then we're going to come down. So the tail will be told whether it goes down or up from here. Yep, the market's going down or it's going up. I'm just trying to figure it out before it happens, or at least have a good guess. See how the market is stalling right at this line right here? Just stalling right there. Isn't that interesting? Market comes back to structure. Do traders do that? Is that the way traders think? Oh, it's coming to that line. Better sell. Maybe. Maybe they do. I don't think that way. To me, that's computer. That's algorithms. That's bots doing that junk. That's what you're trading against, guys. You're trading against computers. You're going to lose if you don't understand. For me, Elliott Wave gives me a little one-up on them. That's my opinion. Let me check the chat here. Whoa. Wow, thank you guys. I didn't even see that. I'm sorry, my phone is dead, so I can't see that stuff. Wow, what a gift. Tag on it. Stop. Thank you very much. Link BTC. I'll take a peek at it. Oh, bearish harmonic. Cool. All right, I'm just checking the chat. Alex, I've never messed with it before, so I'd like to one day. Look at that. Look at that. Let's see what happens. We'll see what happens. How many are here still? How many are with us? 36 of you. Nice. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, John, for that gift. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay, yeah, look at that rejection. It's probably 3 right there. I don't know. I mean, it still could be. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Just always trying to figure out the puzzle. Anyway, let me finish up the live stream. I gotta get a couple hours sleep at least before my kids wake up, or at least an hour, get a little hour nap or something. So to me, it's looking more bearish, guys. I'm not looking for like an entry right here to go north, personally. Now I could be wrong on that, so that's my disclaimer. I'm just showing you what I'm seeing and the way I'm thinking about it. If it goes up from here, Jim was wrong, and y'all can chat about it. But just wanted to offer this information to you and say be careful, okay? The best way I can make sense of this measurement right now and a go up is a WXY, but I don't have a Y wave. That's 3 waves. It looks 5 wave-ish to me, so I like this count better. So I'm looking for this to come on down. Now, whether that's 3 and this is 4, I don't know that. I'm not certain. That may be the way it goes, okay? But anyway, watch this structure line down here if we continue. We bounced off of this structure right here. If we continue down, watch this structure zone right here for a potential turning point. Right here. Okay, let me draw a channel because it's actually a fairly nice channel here. Just looking at it. I broke out of the channel actually. 4 waves often break out of the channel. So that might be a 4. And then 5 is going to come on down here maybe. Let's project that just in case that's a 4 wave. What would that be? 618 is 81, 8103, 8070. If you're risky, it's a potential 3 wave long there. Should move a couple $100. So if price comes down here and it comes down in 5 waves, I'll probably trade that to the upside. I'll be counting 5 waves here, measuring them, making sure they come close here to 8100, 8070, and that might be a 3 wave pullback up to the upside. All right, guys, let me just check the chat. I'm going to head on out here, guys. Thank you again for the gifts. I appreciate it. Just humbled by that. Thank you very much. Got to cut that thing, Gerard. Hey, what's up, Ivan Knight? What's up, man? Definitely rewind the chat, buddy. I mean, rewind the video so you can see what I shared. Can't handle the stress. Wickier exchanges. Nice. All right, y'all. Anybody else? All right. I'm going to head on. I need to get a little rest here, but that's what I'm seeing. Hope that helps you, just kind of see what's going on. Hit the likes for me. Share the video. Share my channel if you would today. I hit 8,300. I'd like to get to, it'd be really cool by the end of October to hit maybe not 8,300. I hit 1,300 subscribers. Be cool to hit maybe 1,500 by the end of the month. Even 2,000 would be really awesome. But I want to keep reasonable goals. All right, guys, y'all have a great night. We'll talk to you later. I'm going to cut the stream.